Oh, ah.
You know when we were complaining about being in a fight for 7 episodes?
Yeah.
It's the filler arc, baby.
It's the filler episode with Fire Force Season 3, Episode 8.
Episode 8.
We're almost done with Season 3, half of Season 3, because it's split in two.
Chapter 3, Part 1, whatever you want to call it.
Hey. Before we get started, look at my background. Look at it.
10 out of 10.
Yeah, 10 out of 10.
That's it. Just look.
I had to shake ass for that.
Oh.
All right. Let's get started, yeah?
Told me they were donated.
Oh. That's just a secret. I had to shake some fine ass for this.
Okay.
All right, let's get started. So we start off with Hibana discovering that we are, that all the nun girls in the Saint, what's it called? Saint Raffle?
Saint Raffles.
Yes, Raffles, Raffles,
yeah,
Ruffles.
Ruthless.
They were all basically experiments.
We've been told this we've been told this whole time that the place went up in flames.
Yeah.
And you know, it's got to be traumatic for a person to grow up in that environment, but to like come back home and be like, wait a minute, you're telling me bugs?
Yeah.
Not how you want to start your day.
Yeah. So like literally we pick up the episode, well, from last episode, where Hibana discovers that they were feeding them the infernal bugs through basically getting attracted through the vegetables.
Yes.
And I guess like that's how they would eat them. I'm assuming that like some of the pieces of the bugs were mixed in with the vegetables, or that's how they were eating them, because the nun was preparing the food for them, and she was all in on it. She was all like,
they would.
Yeah.
Well, I think they would all make the food, but like since they were all in that church, it wasn't weird to maybe see bugs in the foods.
Yeah.
But yeah, because they went through the whole schedule, and I don't think they ever said once pesticides or the crops.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you're right. They never mentioned that. Dude, all right. So if I was that granny with the, like vibration powers, and I wanted
steps
to,
out of the dark like Batman.
Yeah, I wanted to like feed them bugs. I think I would just like throw them in the cooking, blend them. You know, I think they ate them somehow. She's being sneaky.
To be frank, bugs have been a part. I know. Bugs have been a part of our diet pre-industrializations. You know, like the Aztecs ate bugs. Like you'll see many cultures out there where bugs and like grubs is kind of a normal thing to do.
Yeah.
So I guess for me it was kind of an interesting moment to just be like, wait a minute, we don't need bugs anymore.
We do,
but
check this out. All right, I got this.
Educate me, my friend.
All right. So like the FDA, at least where we live, allows like I think like 3 or 4 spiders in your peanut butter. So it could be a roach, spider, basically any bug, but I think it's like around 3 or 5 like critters in your peanut butter. It's okay. The FDA allows it.
But I like peanut butter.
Yeah. See?
Oh shit.
Dude, that's scary stuff right there. We could become infernals,
stuff.
man.
Well, you think maybe that's just because there's gonna be cockroaches and bugs there regardless?
In the facility, or where like I guess all the peanuts get grinded.
Yeah.
Then a cockroach could fall in there and it gets grinded. Yeah.
And you just scoop that shit up. Oh,
yeah.
Fuck.
So I didn't know that, but like I saw it a couple weeks ago on a video where it says like it's okay if you find like bug pieces in your food, as long as it doesn't exceed a certain limit. It's wild.
Redonk. And then, not to get too off topic, but there are talks about including actual grub and bugs into the diet, like bringing in bugs back into the.
We're Timon and Pumbaa.
Exactly.
When they're eating the bugs.
Exactly that.
Yeah.
They saw a Disney movie and they're like, we can sell this. So.
Yeah. So.
Stay safe out there.
This nun girl is clearly she's crazy. She's insane because she experimented on all the girls and gave them Adola insects.
Which is the craziest part, is that we found out that the one link to the underworld, to basically hell, are the insects.
Yeah, the insects, because they come from Adola somehow.
They come from hell, or like maybe they made their way into the earth and then some person eats that, and that brings out like the demon
it
from
makes
hell.
A connection there.
Yeah.
It makes a connection with their doppelganger from hell, I guess.
If you want to be crazy, since you eat it, you get like the spiritual energy and you become the demon or whatever.
Yeah, and they show the train scene from like the first episode where the guy lights up and then you see their doppelganger shadow or whatever.
We get a lot of Princess Hibana. I'm gonna call her Princess because she's cute.
Yeah.
Not only she's cute, she's fucking smart.
Yeah.
I think this is the best time. They've shown her doing so much cool stuff, and I'm like, hey, go get her.
Heck yeah. It's like one thing I was telling you, man, like first season, like I didn't really like her, right? Like she's too annoying or whatever.
Very pretentious.
Yeah, and it's like the thing I was telling you, man. Like I think she's better fully clothed than like revealing her chest and shit. Yeah, I don't know.
It's called. Oh shit, I don't know.
It's reverse psychology.
It's a little bit of reverse psychology
Yeah.
because if you see it and you're like, damn, that's awesome, but then you put it away and be like, damn, you gotta respect that.
Yeah.
'Cause she's still, you know, they're good. It's
Yeah,
just that she's modest enough to put that layer in between.
Yeah.
And to me or whatever, that shows intelligence.
Yeah, she has that. Oh, I'm sorry to cut you off.
It's okay.
But she's fully covered and she has that nun thing that goes around her neck. So, you know she's covered up, but she's busty. So it's like, you're like,
And deep down, I think she's a really good person.
Yeah.
I think she really just kind of like gets like pretentious when people are starting to waste her time, which is like, I respect that.
Yeah, so the thing about the Adola insects, well, the girls in the orphanage were being fed bugs, and that's why they basically lit up on fire like freaking birthday candles, and then like,
because they all ate at the same time, and you imagine that they finally perfected the chemical, so they all just went chomp and poof.
Yeah, and then they became infernals, or like basically, I'm assuming failed infernals. Maybe they just like ignite like the average person.
I think they became actual infernals, but because the only thing we know about that moment from their account, Hibana and Iris's account, is that they both woke up alive.
Yeah.
So the question now becomes, why are they only ones alive?
Yeah.
I have a theory, but to think that, because we see later that the sister is able to tap into hell, quote unquote, and bring out the little kids.
Oh yeah, you're right. So I think they did become infernals, and then like she kept them somehow.
Which makes sense because in the doppelganger universe, since they never matured into adults, their doppelgangers would be kids.
Yeah,
it's brutal.
I think you're right. So maybe like they became like doppelgangers, and like she kept them, and like you said, like they can't age, so like they're stuck in their little kids form.
They can't destroy buildings and stuff.
That nun girl she's an asshole because like she uses the kids against Hibana.
Right.
And Hibana like got all emotional and intense, and like
she's a good person.
Yeah, that's when I guess they try to like kind of take her on, Burns' dude. So one of the guy's abilities is like to, I guess, like take away the heat from somebody.
Or
and
to
like
flash freeze it, I think also.
Yeah, and like the way this nun works is that she vibrates like really like fast.
She
like
says
she was cold.
She says she's cold, which is the original old lady quote.
Yeah.
But what makes it scary is that she's able to like basically shift the tectonic plates of Earth by shaking so violently.
She can cause earthquakes. It's weird. Like she just shakes and like creates them.
It is disturbing to put it mildly. But yes.
She's pretty broken for an old lady anime girl. And like I think she's able to like either like when she touches that dude that's able to absorb like the heat.
Yeah.
Like he makes them bleed from internally, and like I'm sure like if she maybe like used that vibration to damage him from the internal.
Yeah, because if you touch like a fast moving object, then the vibrations will shatter whatever's inside of you if it's too much for speed for your hands your skin to physically handle. Yes.
And then the other dude, like other guys, the other guy that is one of the Burns dude, the one with the like trumpet looking weapon.
Heck yeah.
He goes behind him and goes like. Just like shit just shatters, and he's just, and then they're like, get back, and like he gets back. So they clearly like Hibana and Burns' guys, they can't take her on because her vibration like actually shields her too. So it's a weapon, and it's offensive and defensive, right?
It's offensive because it's offensive because she can like it's defensive, but she can destroy basically things around her. Which is,
this old lady's called Sumine. I wrote
Sumire,
Sumine or something.
Which is like the original lady who has been there since the beginning. Which we realize and find that she is actually about roughly 250 years old.
Yeah. So she's like how you said. She's really old because they go like, like how old is this girl? Because she's been she makes a reference to like the what is it called?
The Great Catalysm, which was 200-ish years ago.
Yeah, so she's really old. She's ancient. She also, they mentioned she raised the guy, the Star Boy. Yeah, she raised them.
The original villain, yes. Yeah, crazy.
And then on top of that, like this is what I'm not sure. She says she's a pillar.
Yes.
Yeah. So
one of the original pillars.
Yeah.
Because we have not to get okay. Because they're trying to figure out how to get it, at her, right? But they realize we can't. Nothing we do will be able to hurt her.
Yeah.
So the next step is to try to escape, which luckily the guy from the earlier episode, the blonde kid that's like a ditz or whatever,
the horny dude,
the guy who's wasting her time.
Yeah.
Okay. It opens up a hole in the sky, which actually saves their lives, and at that moment, I think it was an actual like they distracted her.
Yeah.
Because we see her like go still. And like when you were mentioning, like, what are they doing? Just staring at her.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so yeah, I guess I know what you're saying. So they crack open a hole, so the blonde dude, so he can like get them out of there.
I thought it was
Hibana
light
and burn his like people.
I thought it was light, like stopping her, but no, I think it was the other stuff.
Yeah. So like it broke through, and like the moment it breaks through, like it just cuts to her in Adola, right?
Oh, she just stops.
Yeah, she just stops and like she's in Adola talking to I don't even know what that thing was.
That's the big one.
Yeah.
Because we had this random. It almost looks like the
like the Grim Reaper. Like,
or the Arachnid girl from Soul Eater.
Yeah.
That's who I saw.
Funny like that.
I thought it looked like the Naruto final boss, the Moon Lady.
Yeah.
From Naruto, but she's like a demon version, and then we have that interaction between the two of them, where they are 250 years ago. The two of them were pillars.
Yeah, they're pillars, and like she tells her like, oh, like you haven't changed.
Yeah.
And that's when I think that's why you said like that's where it gets revealed that she's actually been alive for such a long time.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I guess she just dies because she just wanted to tell her, hey man, like you're still the same.
The last of her spiritual power, or in hell or whatever, allowed her to speak to her, which is again, I feel like that was that character, that random character's like stopping Sumire so she can let the future, the guys get out of there, basically the Hibana and team. Yeah.
So like. That's the one thing. So basically, she's finished talking to that other pillar that used to be the pillar. Yeah. And then like she's back to the real world.
Yes.
And you just see these fools like on top, and you just see them run away, right?
Hell yeah.
So that conversation with that she had in Adola, it took like a good minute. Like were they just staring at her like, or was it, you know? I would imagine they would just run away, but you see them like after she has that vision, that they run away. So I wonder if they were going like, what's she doing?
They probably like, what was she okay? It probably just took them a while to get out of there, but
probably just to climb up and stuff.
Definitely like a good. It's what we call them, like a Deus Ex Machina, but definitely like one of those moments where like some otherworldly power was like, no, that's the plot point right there. Let's go.
But. That was like the first half of this episode.
Interesting.
Very good. I like the whole story with the nun girls and like how the story's progressing. The nun girl Sumine or Sumine, whatever her name is, she's pretty cool.
She's the seventh pillar. She mentions it at the end. I as the seventh pillar, I will continue my blah blah blah.
Yeah. Crazy. And like she's pure evil. You can tell she wants to destroy the world. And then that's.
I don't know.
Oh my bad.
Nuns. Yeah, am I right?
I don't know. And then that's when we jump on the second half of the episode where Arthur's trying to rebuild Excalibur after the fight with Dragon, and like he's depressed.
Oh yeah.
And what's his name? The guy with the red hair?
I forgot. Vulcan.
Like he basically goes like, oh, like that sort of your stuff is made of like carbon fiber or something.
Carbon fiber.
Yeah.
Like
he's all like,
fiber. Yeah.
You could just get that at the home store.
Yeah.
He's all like, no, it's made out of a special metal, a core. I can't.
Coryllium, which is from
like
Final Fantasy.
Yeah, and basically he's depressed, and Vulcan's plan. This is like a filler part. Like I was telling him earlier, like it's that half was filler. Yeah. It's just Vulcan is trying to get him up and running because he's the strongest hitter of Team 8, and they can't have him moping around because Arthur's ability is like fantasy, so they have to make him imagine that he's this great knight, you know, and he's gonna rebuild his sword.
The power to believe, man.
Yeah,
believe. I got excited because, like, you know, we already know where this is going.
Yeah.
I'm just like, yo, man, let's get that sword built. Let's go. Boom.
Yeah. So This episode was filler. Like I was telling you, it's just him going around in a quest. It's very like NES like video game style like gameplay. Like you know like that.
I assume Dragon Quest and Final Fantasy were like the main inspirations. But it was cute to see it. I mean, if you really want to make it like an emotional beat, like I can see it. Like this is Arthur's time to shine. Because for the most part, he's always been like this top dog, which for good reason. But at the same time, like how are you gonna buy that this guy is like fully next level, or that he's even grown from the beginning of the show? Well, you break a spirit. And he hits rock bottom, but thankfully he has
Vulcan
family. To go in, and Team 8 to go in there and get, like have some patience with him, because he is a interesting character. Honestly, I kind of saw this as like think of like a big tech CEO millionaire being like, I want to build this, and it's like whoa, let's figure out what we can do first, and we go from there. So that's King Arthur, right? You kind of want to take that into mind and all that.
Yeah, and I don't want to dilly-dally around in this half of the episode. It's just like a little comedy filler / like let's get Arthur back up and running.
Introduce an old character.
Yeah.
Random ass kid.
Oh yeah, that kid. What the hell? Yeah, you're right. And like, and then like, but like, I think as the episode ends, we do see like in the credits when he's finally gonna start building like the real Excalibur.
Excalibur, man.
So I feel like the next episode is gonna be a good one.
We'll see, because originally we do this whole Vulcan did a nice job of kind of like planning this whole little it basically like a trip, like if it were like a date or something, right? And then by the time they get to the end of it, Arthur is so in the zone that he's like, I got it. We go to the underground to find this metal.
The Nether.
The Nether is what they called it, which is interesting enough because before Arthur's journey ends, we had a quick little scene with Joker and Benny Himaro having a straight up edginess off. Like, they're just both at the top of the tower, like one smoking, the other guy's like, I'm looking for things to destroy. The other one's like, oh, we're just a bunch of crazy people, aren't we?
The adults were talking in the room at that time,
That was a cool moment, but Joker did mention that in the Nether, we have a lot more people who are willing to fight. You just gotta, bring people together. So we're gonna see this interesting,
this duo, this hero of darkness with Benny Maru.
And then if we go into because the next episode, I think we will go into that Nether, and then maybe we'll meet a couple new people there. And see we'll find some other OP characters or something.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Very slow episode. Half of it was good. Half of it was like okay. I'm not saying it's bad. It was like okay. But it's because I guess like it's frustrating for me knowing that like it's only like core 1 of the last season. So it's like so much like dilly dally. Like I was talking to before we wrap this review up. I was talking to one of the vendors that sold me this, the one that I shook ass for. He was all like, I was talking to him about like Fire Force, and he hasn't seen like season 3.
Okay, the new one.
Yeah, he's waiting for it to end. But I was just talking to him like he's saying like this show has like some kind of like weird like pacing issue, and I'm not sure. I can't point my finger on it, but it's like here we go. All right, relax. Here we go. I'll relax. But yeah, and it's just more frustrating to me to see it that like we're gonna have to wait literally like till the beginning of next year to finish this. Like it's so goofy because like it's just like okay, you took a 5-year break. I get it. Yeah, come on, like let's get going.
Well, Attack on Titan was kind of the precedent of all this, right?
Yeah, but like Attack on Titan was like even though I didn't like watch past season 1, it was pure hype. Like everything about Attack on Titan, like even when it like downgraded animation, like you still had this strong following. As in Fire Force, it's like it's weird because like it has a following but not as strong like to actually catapult it into like
people aren't like vocalizing that they care about it because it's taking so long to actually get to the table.
Yeah, it's what I've been noticing.
But like
and also,
said,
I'm pretty sure Tamaki blew half of the people away too. Yeah, so
literally.
I'm sure the show feels heavy to me, right?
Yes.
But I'm sure if you watch it once everything comes out, and if you like give it a shot, like from season 1 to like the end of season 3,
yeah,
it's gonna be worth it. But I think as it airs, it does feel heavy. It's weird because Dandadan doesn't feel that way, but I think maybe because Dandadan was a complete season 1, and then they're jumping into season 2 now. And this is like 1.2 and then 1.3 or something like that.
Do we feel like they're actually inserting more filler just to kind of like puff up that half core?
It feels that's a good way to say it. Like this season feels puffy. Yeah, and I guess. Yeah, that's all my complaints about it right now.
The issue I have with that, if you want to get like very analytical about it, the issue I have with that is that now with say like bigger companies like Sony buying up Crunchyroll and all this production value, it gives them an incentive to be like, all right, stop right here. We can make more money next year.
Yeah, that's it.
So if we're seeing that kind of like bleed more and more, well, I'm thinking of Sakamoto Days on Netflix.
Yeah.
How that was just kind of...
That one feels puffy too. Yeah, because it's stretched out.
Because again, they're all looking at each other and being like, oh, they have money. How come we can't make money? So that's a frustrating point of all this. But hey, you know.
Yeah,
one of these days, a great catalysm will happen. We're seeing it in video games. We'll go from there.
Yeah, man. Well, that was the review for episode 8. 8 of Fire Force season 3 or chapter 3. Yeah, man. Let us know what you think. Comment below.
It makes us intellectuals.
Yeah.
And hopefully you're vibing with it as much as we are, and we'll see what happens in the future.
Yeah.
But if you like that, if you like this, you want to see him shake his thing for more posters.
For more posters.
Subscribe.
We're gonna shake that ass for more posters.
I'll take a dabble.
Yeah. Subscribe.
Not the net.